Hello, traders and investors out there, and as promised, LearnApp is again here with their another episode of Talk on Tuesday. The only aim of this video is to answer your various questions and queries that you ask us in the comment section below. So, guys, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Before moving on to our very first question, guys, here is our standard disclaimer. Don't consider any of our statement as any advice or recommendation because we don't do that. LearnApp solely exists for education purpose. So starting with our very first question, Dhruv Arora asked us, nice video, just wanted to know that from where do you get these charts, any particular site? Well, first of all, thank you so much for appreciating our content. Also, we assure you that all the charts and information that we present you are all from the credible sources. One of the best sources are, of course, the annual reports of the company. Also, the companies are coming up with their quarterly results. So you can check out the latest investor presentation. Also, as you know, like a lot of companies are coming up with their IPO. So if you are really interested to get some industry related data, then you can, check the DRHP for that particular company that belongs to that particular sector. Also, apart from these company related sources, you can also check out various public sources like RBI, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce to get some information around the industry and around the Indian economy. So next question is by Shriram. Where can I find the rationale provided for the stock split of a company and why Infosys did it in February 2000? Well, stock split is another corporate action that usually companies undergoes because the share price of that particular company is very, very high. And as the share price of that particular company is high, the stock seems very unattractive for the retail investors as they can't invest such a large amount of money in that particular stock. So that's why to reduce the share price and make the stock look more attractive, the company undergoes a stock split. Now, it is usually observed that after a stock split, the trading volume or the liquidity in that particular stock increases. However, if you are an existing shareholder, the value of an investment remains the same. Moving on to our next question. Hello sir, here is Vishal. I am just looking for short-term investments like weekly, monthly, quarterly, so that it will be helpful for beginners like us, sir. Okay, so Vishal, first of all, if you are a beginner and you have a shorter term time horizon, then it's totally advisable to stay away from the equities. Do invest your money, in debt mutual funds, in overnight funds, or in liquid funds that are most suitable for a shorter time horizon, mainly 1 month or 3 month time period. However, Vishal, you need to understand that each and every instrument, be it a debt instrument or an equity related instrument, has their own risk implication. So as a beginner, it's very important to understand your risk appetite. If you are really interested to learn more on that, you can check out our exclusive structured learning map on learnup.com. So guys, next question is by Mahesh. If the shares we bought were up by 100% or more, is it advisable to book partial profits or to leave as such for long term? Okay, so Mahesh, to put it simply, think of Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. He bought Titan at rupees 3, and if the value of the Titan rose to rupees 6 and he would have easily exited at that time, then I don't think so he would be called the big bull of Indian stock market. So Mahesh, it's like totally dependent on you. If you have a longer term time horizon, if you have a proper strategy in place, and if you think the stock is fundamentally sound, it's no harm to stick with that particular stock for a very long period of time. However, if you think your time horizon is very short, or if you think that the stock has rallied so much that it doesn't justify the fundamentals of that particular stock, then of course you can book partial profits in that stock. So the next question is by Sagar. He asks us, what should be the minimum investment for option selling? Okay, so if you look at the current margin requirements, then option selling requires approximately 1 lakh amount, but it can be over and above that. However, the hack for option selling can be to make use of spreads. Spread basically means that when you sell an option, you simultaneously buy an option to reduce the overall margin requirement. If you are interested to learn more on option spread, you can check out our exclusive course on option spread taught by the founder of Sensible, Mr. Abid Hassan. So the next question is by Utkarsh. Should I invest in high-risk companies for long term or exit with some profit in short term? Okay, so Utkarsh, first of all, if you're talking about short term, then it will definitely not be categorized as an investment. So it's totally dependent on you whether you want to hold it or exit it. However, if you talk about the risky companies over a longer period of time, then it depends what according to you risky is. If investing in risky companies according to you is investing in a penny stocks, then of course it's totally advisable to not to invest in a penny stock. However, if you think that the stock is fundamentally sound, however it has a very high beta or is highly volatile, then it's totally advisable to stick with that particular stock. However, have a proper exit strategy in place. So the next question is by Mohammed. He asked us, please make a video on Indian economy. So Mohammed, we recently made a video on the future of Indian stock market in which we list down various points related to the macroeconomic variables. So I would request you to check out that video. So the next very interesting question is by Raja. Which is the best place to park emergency fund? Okay, so first of all, creation of emergency fund is the first step to start with your personal finance journey. And as the name suggests, the need for emergency fund can arrive anytime. So it's always advisable to invest such a fund in the investment that are very, very liquid. So it's usually advisable to park your emergency fund in the, the liquid funds or the debt mutual funds or, the short-term recurring deposits. So the next question is by Raghul. As a teenager, I get a pocket money of rupees 1000 per month. If I want to invest it for a longer time, say 10 years, can I invest it 1000 fully in such a way to buy different stock every month to diversify my portfolio? Will it be a good option? Now, of course, Raghul, diversification is a very good approach to build a portfolio. However, rupees 1000 is a very small amount and it will not be possible to buy a blue chip company, say Reliance or say Deepak Nitrite, because they have a per share value very high. So an ideal way can be that initially you can start with an SIP in a diversified equity mutual fund. So moving on to our very next question, guys, related to mutual fund. But before moving on to that, guys, we also see a lot of questions, regarding praising our videos, praising our content, and expecting us to hit a 100K mark soon. But guys, it will not be possible without your support. Request you to share this channel, share this content to as many target audience as possible and request them to subscribe our channel so that we achieve that milestone soon. So coming on to our main questions, Tarun, Jagdish and Utkarsh ask us very similar questions regarding mutual funds, that how should we analyze a mutual fund, what is the best mutual fund to invest in, how should we evaluate a mutual fund. So guys, there are various parameters that you need to look after for evaluating a mutual fund. Like there are rolling returns, there are beta, there are capture ratios, there are Sortino ratios and whatnot. To actually get a help on that, you can check out our equity mutual fund analysis course that covers all these metrics and that will help you to pick the ideal mutual fund that is totally suitable to your needs. Alright guys, so this was all about today's videos. You can post your various questions and your queries in the comment section below and we'll try to feature that comment in the next Tuesday video. Also, do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel and keep supporting us. See you in the next video.